It is legitimately so cold outside right now in Minnesota that my dog cannot go to the bathroom. I'm serious, like he can't stand outside, his paws hurt. Negative 14 degrees, 25-mile-an-hour winds in a snowstorm. I feel bad, like I do. Imagine if you had to take a dump and the only way you could do it is if it was outside in that. Poor dog, man. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video and welcome to my week 16 NFL predictions. We are really getting down there. We only got 3 of these left, including today. So before we hop into it, why don't we go through my plugs? 1, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. 2, if you're 18 years or older, head over to Prize Picks, the daily fantasy app where code WyattzWorld will match up to $100 of your first deposit. And 3, if you're trying to get some last minute Christmas shopping done, head over to the link in my bio. It will bring you to the ultimate Christmas gift guide of 2022. Off Amazon, guys. It's never too late. It only takes 2 days. Usually. Anyway, that's all I got for plugs today. Let's hop into my predictions. All right, so starting off with Thursday Night Football, we've got the Jags going into the Jets. Weirdly, I'm very intrigued by this game because that whole AFC South division is kind of a shit show right now, so seeing another team win it for the first time in how many years would be really cool. I'll take Jacksonville to win this game, 23-20, man. They're red hot. They know what the stakes are right now. They know that this division can be theirs. They're not going to let it slip away. However, I don't doubt New York's ability to score with Mike White, with Zach Wilson, with their running backs. They've shown that they can do it. However, I don't see them keeping up with the offense that Jacksonville has been able to generate over the last couple months. Jacksonville should put them away and be one step closer to an AFC South title. All right, and moving on, we got the first game of NFL Saturday, and that is where majority of the games take place this week. So, first off, we got the Bills at the Bears. Fuck, man, don't fall for this, Buffalo. Please don't fall for it. I know Justin's gonna break free for a touchdown, and I know he's probably gonna hit someone in stride for a touchdown. But that should be it, and that Chicago defense should not be ready for the Grim Reaper known as Josh Allen. I got Buffalo winning 27-17 here, and if it's anything other than that, I'm gonna be concerned, because I've rode in Philly, I've rode in KC about having close games with shitty teams. I'd be a heavy hypocrite to not hold my own guys to that same standard. All right, up next, we got the Saints at the Browns, and this game is going to be a shootout for absolutely no reason. I think Cleveland's going to win 33-28. The Browns are starting to develop a system. They're starting to roll. Their season isn't completely dead, and neither is the Saints, which is why I think they're going to play hard, but I don't think they're as good as the Browns. I don't think their offense is good, and their defense is arguably just about the same. And I mean that. Both their run defenses surrender 130 yards a game. Both their secondaries surrender right around 200 yards a game. Comes down to the offense there, and I think Cleveland's going to win the war. Moving on to the next game, we got Houston at the Titans. I want to do something, you know, comical like I've done the last couple weeks, but every time I do that, the Texans almost win. I'll tell you what, I've been trying to buy a Texans jersey all year. I keep saying if they win, I'll buy a jersey, but they never do. So, if they can keep this game within 7 points, I will buy a Texans jersey. They don't even need to win because I'm not going to pick them still. I'll say the Titans win 24-19, super weird score, and if it's within 7 like I predicted, I will get a Texans jersey. All right, next game we got is Seattle at Kansas City. I'll take KC to win this game 30-20. Look, apparently anybody can rip apart that Kansas City defense. We just saw the Texans do it last week. That's not the issue. What the issue is Seattle's defense stopping that offense, and they're not going to. Seattle has the 4th worst defense in the NFL, and Kansas City has the number 1 offense. Geno's gonna score. He's gonna link up with his guys. Kenneth Walker may score, but it's not gonna be as much as Kansas City, dude. They're probably gonna throw up 6 points damn near every time they touch the field. I'm not going to predict that because it'd be ridiculous, but they're going to throw up some numbers, man. I'm sorry, Seattle. You guys aren't winning. All right, next game we got is the Giants at the Vikings. Wait, what? How? Do the Vikings play at home every week? I don't get it. Either way, I'll take Minnesota to win this game kind of convincingly, 27-14. Look, I don't think there is an answer for Justin Jefferson right now, and I don't think New York has the offensive weapons to keep up with Minnesota regardless. Now, luckily, the Vikings secondary is absolutely horrible, so New York will score, just not 4 times. I think the bank's atmosphere is going to come heavily into play when it comes to corrupting Daniel Jones's communication with his receivers. Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter can probably contain Saquon well enough by themselves. Vikings are going to get another win, but it's going to be against the Giants, and even though the Giants aren't doing bad, people are still going to call the Vikings frauds. All right, moving on to the next game, we got Cincinnati at the Patriots. Now, I'm going to take Cincinnati to win 17-10, but that's because the Patriots defense in Foxborough always plays ridiculously good. But that's not going to matter when the Patriots only throw up 10 points because their only form of offense right now is the run. And Cincinnati's defense against the run is actually pretty good. Okay, then what, Matt Patricia? What the fuck are you going to do? Nothing. If you're asking me, this game is going to be pretty boring, but Cincinnati should be able to walk out of Foxborough with a win. After that, we've got Detroit at Carolina. Detroit, win! 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 28-23, the Lions topple the Panthers. I worry a little bit about Jared Goff this game. I do. I worry about his receivers not having enough time to get separation, and I worry about Brian Burns murdering him. But if he's given enough time and he's patient enough to make a play, he should be able to dice up the Panthers and the Lions will walk out of this game 8-7. Watch the run. Have Aiden waiting, foaming from the mouth, ready to pounce on anybody who touches the ball out of the pocket. And when it comes to your secondary, just have them try their best, Detroit. You got this. All right, next game we got is Atlanta at Baltimore. Fuck this. I don't know if Lamar's playing or not, but I'm not picking Atlanta with Desmond Ridder. I can't do it. I watched that whole game last week, man. It was miserable. The Ravens with that D should be able to kill this man. I mean, Ridder should throw 2-3 picks this game. The only success I see the Falcons having would be through the run, but you still got a brick wall to get around even if you're gonna do that. Ravens will win this game with whoever 21-7. Sorry, Atlanta. I just think you guys are in a very ripe spot right now. Moving on, we got Washington at San Francisco. I'm sorry, Washington, but San Francisco's gonna win this game 27-16. They're too good. They're the best team in the league if you're asking me. If you saw my video yesterday, I talked about it. Like, seriously, it's not gonna matter what you guys do. Heineke is gonna be running from his life, dealing with more pressure than he's ever faced. And Brian Robinson's probably gonna average about a half a yard a carry going against Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Eric Armstead, or the rest of the funky bunch. If I was a Commanders fan this week, I would suggest watching a different team. Next up, we got Philly at Dallas. God damn. I'm taking Dallas. Dak is due for a monster, and Philly is due for another L. Both of these teams struggled last week, and the circumstances are laid out right in front of them, and when it's all said and done, I think they're gonna chop the season. Now, I do understand one thing. If Dallas wants to win this game, they're gonna have to limit Jalen's legs, man. He can't be running 3 touchdowns a game. I don't doubt the secondary will be all over A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. That's not a worry for me. The worry is the same thing that's been winning Philly game after game after game after game. The ground and pound. I'll take Dallas in a close game, 24-21. And moving on to Saturday night, we've got Vegas at Pittsburgh. Seriously? I mean, they couldn't flex Dallas and Philly. Like, I mean, this game isn't that bad, but what the hell? Well, anyway, I'm going to take Pittsburgh here. Vegas is 2-6 on the road, and Pittsburgh's defense has been playing really, really good, like I also talked about yesterday. I see Derek Carr having a very tough time with Cam Hayward and TJ Watt. I also see Josh Jacobs having a very tough time with Cam Hayward and TJ Watt. This was in Vegas. I would be inclined to pick the Raiders here, but I think the home field advantage really does come into play here, especially when statistically, you know, they're 2-6 on the road. All right, and moving on to Sunday, we've only got 3 games. 2 of them are absolute garbage, but this one's okay. It's Green Bay at Miami. I'm going to take the true upset of the week and pick Green Bay to win this. Guys, I have felt cursed ever since I called Aaron Rodgers delusional for thinking he can make the playoffs. I still don't think they're going to, but I have not felt right. I felt like there's some evil voodoo surrounding me. Plus, if Aaron goes out and wins, that just helps the Bills anyway. It puts Miami down. I'm going to say shockingly low score here, 14-10. Green Bay wins it. I'm literally just picking the upset, and I know that if the Packers are going to win, their defense is going to have to be lights out, so that's what I picked. All right, next game we got Denver at the Rams. No. All right, next game we got is Tampa at Arizona, and this is another no, but I care a little bit more about this one because if Tampa Bay loses this game, they should be kicked out of the league. 36-14 here, Tampa. Arizona doesn't have a quarterback. Now, you are the Bucs, so I expect your dumbasses to slip up a couple times versus this horseshit roster right now, but for the love of God, if you let James Conner run for more than 50 yards on you, I'm gonna puke. Seriously, this should be a blowout and a half. All right, and finally, moving on to Monday night, the main event, the Chargers at the Colts. What the fuck, man? Come on! Chargers better kick their asses like 28-16 or something. Should not be close. Probably will be, but it shouldn't be. The Chargers of all teams, though, would be the team to go and lose to a team that just blew the biggest lead in NFL history. Like, I'm just stating facts there, and LA fans won't even deny it. Don't do it, guys. Don't. Keep winning. Stay in the postseason. Don't disappoint the world. Alright guys, and that is going to be all for my week 16 predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my best to post on this channel every single day. With everything I just said, I'm going to hop off and get this shit edited though so you guys can all watch it on time. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. If you're in Minnesota, please stay warm. And as always, I will see you in the next video.